Hello and welcome to SchoolTonic. Today we are going to see the steps involved to get the configuration done. So let's log in to your SchoolTonic account with your ID and password. Enter your ID and the password and get logged in. Once you are logged in with your ID and password, you'll be able to see a left-hand side menu and the dashboard. Click on the configuration menu. It will show up a panel in the right hand side. Click on Academic Master and CBSE Quick Setup. In this wizard, we can easily set up academic, subject and mark sheet for your school. Let's start with the academic setting. To create a session, enter the name of that session, select the start date and the end date. Click on Next. You will be landed to a new page which will show the classes and the sections. So suppose your school has classes from 1 to 5. So here I can see all the checkboxes are checked. So I'll select 1, 2, 3 and 4 and the 12. I'll uncheck the rest of the classes. Here I can see that every class has 4 sections, but in my school I have only 2 sections. So I'll say A and B. Same applies for other classes too. Once I'm done with the class and the section setup, I'll just move forward and say save and continue. Here I can see the session, class and section are created successfully. So the first step is done. So now we are moved on to the second setup, that is subject. Here we can see a page where we can enter new subject also, and those will be listed out here. We have some areas which say drop subject in scholastic areas from table for co-scholastic and the discipline from table. So I'll just drop some of these values to here. Say suppose biology, geography, mathematics, science and English. Some for this. Once done, I can go and click on next. Here you can see that subjects we have selected, it has been configured here. So I can see my classes that I have selected from 1 to 5, and for each class there are 2 sections, A and B. So for class 1, let's do a setup. Say suppose 5 subjects we have already selected. In class 1 maybe I don't have biology and the geography. So I can select these 3 subjects. For class 1, these 2 are there. If say suppose you want to select the discipline from now, you can also do that. For section B, same applies for section B. I'm applying the same health and care for class 1, and I say save and next. So the subject setting for class 1 is done. Now we are moved on to the class 2. If I have the same setting as it is done in the class 1, I can copy it from this. I'll select the class 1 and the section A, and I'll copy it to section 2, A and B. So I can see I have selected 3 subjects and 2 subjects for Scholastic, so those are already copied from there. I'll say save and next. I want 5 subjects for class 3, class 4 and class 5, so I'll just say save and next. Class 3 is done, class 4 is done, and class 5 is also done. Congratulations, your subject setup successfully completed. So our second setup is done now. Now we are moving on to a mark sheet setup. Based on our settings done earlier, we'll get the mark sheet setup configured here. So based on the previous settings, you can configure the mark sheet also. You just need to click on configure now to process the mark sheet setup. So the mark sheet setup for class 1 is done. Likewise, we'll do the same for rest of the classes. We are starting for the class 3rd. Move on to the 4th class. Lastly, the class 5. Well, we have completed our configuration and it says all configuration successfully done.